The Lantern of Truth. In the heart of the ancient city of Varnaka, a young man named Kavi was celebrated as a rising star. He was a brilliant scholar, known for his sharp intellect and unmatched debating skills. Philosophers, merchants, and kings alike sought his counsel, for he seemed to have answers to all questions. Yet Kavi carried a secret weight. Despite his acclaim, he was haunted by a single gnawing question. What is the ultimate truth of life? Late one evening, after a particularly heated debate in the city square, Kavi returned to his quiet study, filled with scrolls and manuscripts. "These words are empty," he muttered, sweeping a pile of parchment to the floor. "No philosophy, no argument, no scripture gives me what I seek. What is the truth?" The candle flickered in the stillness, as if mocking his frustration. A knock interrupted his thoughts. An old traveler stood at his door, draped in a tattered cloak. "You seek truth, do you not?" the man asked, his voice like gravel yet steady. Kavi, startled but intrigued, replied, "Yes." "Do you have answers, old man?" The traveler chuckled. "No answers, but I know of a place. Beyond the mountains, in the desolate monastery of Solon, lies the Lantern of Truth. It is said to reveal the ultimate truth to those who seek it with pure intent." Kavi's curiosity ignited into obsession. The very next morning, he set out on a journey that would change his life forever. Kavi's journey to the monastery of Solon was fraught with challenges. The first leg of the path led him through a dense forest, where sunlight barely pierced the canopy. It was here that Kavi met a woodcutter resting beneath a tree. The woodcutter, noticing Kavi's scholarly robes, asked, "Where are you headed, young man?" "To find the Lantern of Truth," Kavi replied with pride. The woodcutter laughed. "And what will you do when you find it?" Kavi frowned. "Understand life's ultimate truth, of course. Isn't that what everyone seeks?" The woodcutter smiled. "Not everyone. Some are too busy chopping wood and carrying water to ponder such things. Truth is often found in living, not seeking." Kavi dismissed the woodcutter's words as the musings of a simple man and continued on his way. Days later, Kavi found himself crossing the desert of doubt. The scorching sun beat down on him, and his water supply ran low. As he trudged through the sand, he encountered a mirage of a well. Parched and desperate, he ran toward it, only to find it vanish into thin air. Collapsing onto his knees, he screamed at the empty sky. "Why must truth be so elusive? Why do I suffer to find it?" A voice echoed in his mind, soft yet firm. "Truth is not given, but revealed. Endure, and it will find you." Summoning his last reserves of strength, Kavi rose and pressed on. By nightfall, he reached the edge of the desert, where a cool spring awaited. He drank deeply, realizing that his persistence had brought him relief. At last, Kavi arrived at the monastery of Solon. The ancient structure was carved into the side of a mountain, its entrance guarded by towering stone statues of monks in meditation. Inside, the air was cool and still, the silence broken only by the faint sound of dripping water. A solitary monk greeted him. "You have come for the Lantern of Truth," the monk said, his voice serene. Kavi nodded. "Yes, I must see it." The monk led him to a dimly lit chamber where the legendary lantern stood on a pedestal. It was simple yet radiant, its golden light flickering like a heartbeat. "Gaze into the lantern and it will reveal the truth you seek," the monk instructed. Kavi stepped forward, his heart pounding. As he peered into the lantern, its light expanded, enveloping him. At first, he saw flashes of his life, his debates, his triumphs, his restless nights. Then the light shifted, showing him images of the woodcutter, the desert, the spring. Each moment carried a profound lesson. The woodcutter's humility, the desert's endurance, the spring's reward. Finally, the lantern's light dimmed, and Kavi found himself staring at his own reflection. In that moment, he realized, the truth is not a singular answer. It is the journey itself, the lessons learned, and the perspective gained. Kavi left the monastery a changed man. The question that had once tormented him no longer felt like a burden. As he walked back to Varnaka, he stopped at the woodcutter's grove. Sitting beside the man, he said, "You were right. Truth is in living." The woodcutter chuckled. "Ah, you've seen the lantern, haven't you?" Kavi smiled. "Yes, and it showed me not what I expected, but exactly what I needed." Back in the city, Kavi's debates grew quieter, his words fewer but deeper. When asked about the ultimate truth of life, he would simply say, "Truth is not a destination, but the journey we walk, the people we meet, and the lessons we carry." Core lesson. The Lantern of Truth teaches that the search for meaning is not about finding a single, absolute answer. Instead, it is about embracing the journey, learning from challenges, and discovering that truth lies in the everyday moments of humility, perseverance, and connection. Like the lantern, life reflects back what we are ready to see within ourselves. If this story touched your heart, there's more to explore. Subscribe to Stories of Awakening for timeless tales of wisdom, courage, and discovery. Let inspiring narratives guide your journey of growth and inner transformation. Don't miss your next awakening. Hit the bell icon now.